The Alldus podcast is brought to you by Alldus International, supplying your expert AI and digital transformation staffing needs across the US and Europe. Today, you are listening to our AI in Action series, where leading minds in AI from across the world share their story, success, and advice. AI in Action cuts through the hype and explores the true impact of artificial intelligence in our world today.
You're listening to AI in Action. I'm your host, JP Valentine. Our guest today is Yi-Hsuan Tsai. Yi-Hsuan is the Director of AI at Phiar. Yi-Hsuan, welcome to the show.
Hi, yeah. So it's really an honor to attend this show. And yeah, JP, I'm sure it's going to be a great conversation and we'll discuss a few things.
Yeah, definitely. Let's jump straight in. I want to start, Yi-Hsuan, with a background of yourself, please, because obviously you're the Director of AI now at Phiar. But tell us a little bit about your journey. Give us a brief overview of where you got started in technology and what led you to where you are today.
So basically, I came from actually a research environment. So I had a PhD at University of California, and specifically for AI and computer vision. After I graduated, I actually became a research scientist at NEC. It's kind of like a Japanese company. They have a research lab in the US. And what I was doing actually is probably boring. It's like more likely it's like doing the fundamental research in computer vision, deep learning, machine learning. And specifically, I was working on the scene understanding, which is like a main technology for self-driving cars. So you can imagine like if the car needs to drive itself, it needs to understand the surrounding environment. So basically that involves like, for example, detecting persons, cars, or bikes on the road, and also understanding the like what is going on around the cars.
And that's what's led you to where you are today at Phiar, which is a nice segue into what Phiar does. So for anyone listening not familiar with Phiar, tell us who you are as a business. What does Phiar do? And then we can talk about your role as the Director of AI.
Before I joined in Phiar, I was thinking even maybe I can become like a faculty, like just publishing the papers. But I found that the research work may not be applied to the product. So that's why I kind of thinking like how can bring the research work to the practical product. And someday Phiar just knocks my door and I feel, oh, this is a great product. And I'm gonna use my research experiences to solve this technical problem and also can come up envision what we can do to really have a product that can make the impact, the real world impact. And okay, so what Phiar is doing is basically we are developing the next generation of the driving navigation system. So you can imagine most people just open the Google map, right? So just guide you where you need to go. But the thing is, the Google map does not show you exactly why you're on the road. So I'm not sure whether you have an experience before, like maybe you just on the highway, you make a wrong turn and you exit in a different wrong exits so that you need to do a reroute. So basically what we are doing is we want to use the augmented reality, which is called AR. They want to project the useful information on windshield of a car. So basically you don't need to turn on the Google Map app. You can just see in the front and then we will show whatever you need to know on the windshield. And that basically includes for example, where you need to drive, the path you need to drive, where you need to turn. And then it will overlap with everything with what your eyes see in the real world.
And there's a good demo of this on the website, which I would direct our listeners to, because it really, for something like this, anything AR related, you need to see it to get an appreciation for what we're talking about. And it looks very impressive. Yi-Hsuan, I want to spend some time now just to understanding the technology behind all this. You touched on it there. This is a combination of AR with AI. Talk to us about what that means and what your role is as the director of AI in bringing both sides of the technologies together.
So basically, you can imagine if you want to achieve this AR navigation. So first of all, we'll need to understand what's going on surrounding the car. It's also like a self-driving car, but right now you still drive, you still have your own control, but we need to tell you what's going on. For example, whether there's a person crossing by, whether there's a car really close, so that if we know that, we can automatically show those information Phiar or AR on your windshield. And also the other thing is that we also need to know where are the shops around. For example, if you are looking for a restaurant, gas station, we are trying to point out those locations on the windshield so that you know where you can go. Or maybe we can show you the house numbers. Like, for example, you can imagine if there's a Uber driver, they're trying to look for where to deliver the food. Usually it's very confusing, like where you should find a house. And then right now we will show you everything on the windshield, so you can just go there. And this all require really efficient AI and the application running on the car. We basically take care of that. And then our solution is most likely to apply for every single car. So basically the business model we are doing is we just directly work with the car manufacturers. So they will just provide us the requirements. And then our solution is more like plug and play. So we can just plug and play to different cars. So it's kind of an end-to-end solution, like from AI, from software engineering, and also we'll need to design like beautiful user interface so that you can really easily see everything on the windshield.
Yi-Hsuan, using AR in this manner obviously requires a lot of AI in the form of machine learning and computer vision. As the director of AI, you oversee all that, the research and development. Can you talk to us about what it's like to be part of the AI and data team? How many people are involved, what a typical project looks like, and elements of machine learning that you and your team are using to make this AR and VR work?
So basically, we work with lots of car manufacturers. So as you can imagine, each manufacturer, they might have their own requirements, different requests. So what we, as a director of AI, what I want to envision is whether we can have some solutions, AI solutions, that can be universal and also applicable to different requests from the manufacturer. So basically, as a small startup, we want to really maximize the outputs. Like we can ensure that the solutions we have can be useful for different situations. For example, if I want to do this, I need to detect maybe like different lanes on the road, and whether there's a single solution that can support different situations. For example, the model or the AI solution should work with different weathers, should work with different cities, for example, in the US or in Europe. So in this case, we can make sure that our solution is universal and can be plug and play. And so this is kind of like a role I need to do. I need to really plan ahead and see what we need in the next like half year. And because developing AI solution is time consuming, you need to go to collect the data. You need to then, with the data, you need to ensure the development can satisfy all different situations. And then I also need to work with the product team to see, okay, once we have this AI, can this AI support like the good user interface? Like we build, in the end, what user sees will be still on the windshield. So they don't see what AI is doing, but through AI, they will provide what the user can see. So this is all kind of like planning and also prioritization to really envision what the technologies we need.
You are listening to the Alldus podcast. When you're looking to scale your team, or if you are interested in showcasing your company in a future episode, reach out today. Or if you're in the market for a new role, visit our website to view open positions, www.alldus.com.
Staying on the topic then of your team, obviously a lot of data science, machine learning, and engineering goes into this. Can you give us an overview of what the current makeup of the data team is? How many people are involved? What different positions are required? And as the director, how you've gone about building and scaling a team at Phiar to make this possible?
Yeah, so based on the size we have now, we still outsource, for example, doing the data annotations. But the really exciting thing is we have our own car. So basically, we just need to throw a team to really drive our own car to do testing and also do data collection. And then we have a pipeline to know, okay, right now we need to collect more data, maybe in some cities or in some situations, so that we can really solve some corner cases for AI. And after that, we have a team to a number of the engineers. They try to just work on the really scalable AI framework so that we can really deploy different AI solutions, including different tasks. For example, object detection, semantic segmentation, lane detection, and also 3D geometry. And then we also have a team to a few people to do more like the researching work, like really to do the cutting edge research to improve the efficiency of the AI and also improve the accuracy of the AI. And basically, I'm trying to just keep the balance between like researching and also delivering the AI solutions.
So when you look at the roadmap for Phiar as a business, the product scaling and getting it into as many cars as possible, what are some of the major milestones you're working towards over the next 1 to 2 years? And what are you most excited about for the journey at Phiar, at your team, and what's in store?
Yeah, so what we are really excited is not entirely change the life of people. For example, self-driving car. And as most of you understand, self-driving car is only in place in certain cities. But what we really hope for is to really deploy our solution to every single car. So no matter where you are, and this is doable because honestly, the requirements comparing to self-driving car is lighter. But we actually take this as an advantage because this is the way to really impact the real world, and so that every single person can really enjoy the technology we have. And what we probably imagine in the future is even go beyond the car industry. And right now we choose a car automotive industry because this is a very natural platform that we feel we can make an impact first. But in the future, in the next few years, if we can demonstrate this is going to be working for the automotive industry, we can even extend the similar solution to, for example, like your AR glasses, or maybe lots of indoor applications, and maybe beyond the car industry, like even other automotives they can be involved in, for example, in farming, in other scenarios. Yeah, so this is why we kind of like starting from the automotive industry, and then we'll see where we can go beyond this.
Final question from me, Yi-Hsuan. As somebody who had a previous background in automotive and now moving into your role at Phiar, you obviously had an interest in this field. But speaking to an audience of AI professionals, data scientists, data engineers, machine learning engineers, who are still trying to decide what industry or company to work for, as a director of the AI division, when you're speaking to people about Phiar and your industry, what is it that you tell them that can get them excited about the industry and Phiar in particular over some of the other opportunities available to them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there are gonna be more and more opportunities that will happen for AI. But as the things gets more complicated, I will also say that for anyone who is interested in joining the AI industry, picking the right product is gonna be a very important factor. And the reason I'm saying this is it is a little bit overwhelming in terms of AI data scientists, but there can be slower process in terms of the product development. So that, for example, we might just invest 5 years, 10 years for very advanced technology like self-driving car. But in the meanwhile, there can be also other opportunities to invest, like maybe the short-term goal, so that we can really demonstrate the AI is really helping the world. So when I was just encourage people to just being open-minded and just try different things for AI, and then see what the AI can really bring the benefit to the society. So this is something that I really feel excited about, just beyond even what I'm doing, beyond what Phiar is doing. But there are gonna be lots of new opportunities, new applications to change the world.
Yi-Hsuan, thank you so much for talking to us today. It was great to learn about the work you've done at Phiar. It sounds like an incredible product which could benefit millions of drivers on the road in the use of AI. And obviously it's an emerging, growing field, which could be a very fun place for people to work who are interested in opportunities in AI. So we wish you, the team, and everyone at Phiar the best of luck in the months and years to come, and look forward to seeing your product in as many cars as possible. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we are working hard on that and hope we will bring the AI navigation pretty soon.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Alldus podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and any Android podcast of choice. You can also head over to our website, www.alldus.com, to listen to more podcasts, view our open roles, and stay up to date with industry news. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more great episodes coming very soon.